Hello there. Ah, forgot the music. There we go. Great start to a stream, am I right? Welcome everybody. How we doing? Hello, hello, hello. Howdy. Howdy doody. Spookats. Congrats on the first boo. Congrats. I don't think you've gotten it before, so definitely a congrats for that. Also, I had to wait for an Ender Waker and anyone else who's possibly here. Hi. How you guys doing? How are you guys doing? Wow, a streamer starting within less than 10 minutes. I never go longer than 5 minutes. I never go longer. I feel like, personally, I have no attention span to be waiting for somebody for 10 minutes. So, why would I make you guys wait that long anyway? That's just my personal preference. Like, I'm tuning in. I want the stream to start within a couple minutes. So I try to have that as a motto for when I'm streaming myself, right? But I'm not shaming anybody who does do like 10-minute waiting times. It's just that for me personally, this works great. Gosh, but how are you guys? How has your day? How has your day? How has your day been? God, I'm alive today, and I'm not as eepy as I was yesterday. Even though I woke up even earlier today. I woke up at around 7 because I went to bed early, and my body is bad at staying in bed for too long, I guess. So I woke up at 7. You know, I woke up early for the maintenance guy, right? Alive and no eepy, right? That's exactly how it is today. But I woke up so I would not get surprised by the maintenance guy, and I did not get surprised by him. But he came so late. He came at like 2 p.m. he was here. It felt like I was like, damn man. There was no reason for me to be up so early. Though, to be fair, I don't know if it was related to the radiators getting checked out or not, but I could hear like a drilling noise for like at least a solid hour or something like that. I could not tell what that sound was, but some of my neighbors were doing something at like around 9 anyways. I would not have slept anyway. That thing was so goddamn loud. So happily I was awake at that point. Gosh. And you know how fast the maintenance guy is? I doubt he stayed in my apartment for longer than 3 minutes. Cause right, yesterday he did the psh, 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 psh thing to the thingies, and I don't know why he did that. But today he came in and he put the parts in that were missing, I think. So that was fun. Krista, thanks for follow. Welcome. We're starting the game very soon. I'm just yapping a little bit and letting everybody tune into the stream. So that's something. That's something I can yap about. Oh, so the good news is, no more maintenance guy for the foreseeable future. If they next week send another notice about something else being renovated or checked out, I'm gonna be a little mad, but everything should be fine. We'll see. We'll see if any issues happen with the new radiators and whatever as winter comes, and I'm gonna turn them on because I turned them off, of course, because I don't want them on during the summer. Today was so hot too. Like, it's been kind of raining the past couple days, but today was nice weather. So to me that meant, damn, it's hot now. I almost forgot what it felt like to feel hot in the summer heat, but that's fine. That's fine. Yes. But yeah, how are you guys doing? Are you guys feeling well? I do wonder if I want to get to the game yet, because I don't want to start too early. Before everybody who wants to be here has come here, right? And I've only yapped for like 5 minutes. I don't need to do any. Like, I don't need to rush with this. And oh yeah, another huge thing that happened. God, I almost forgot about this. I'm still in the process of waking up. It's been an hour and a half. Okay, well that's me though. That's me though. Every single day, I'm typically in bed for at least an hour, unless I've got something planned and I actually need to get up from bed. But for the most part, I'm always gonna be laying down in bed for like an hour just scrolling on my phone. It's not a good habit, but it is what it is. But yes, now here's something a little more serious that happened, right? It's just so hard to finally get your ass out of bed. It's just, I don't know, man. You're asking the wrong person, because all I can say is that I agree. But yeah, before I forget, let me get this story out here too. Apparently, last night, like almost immediately after I went to bed, my Twitter accounts were hacked. 2 of my Twitter accounts. It happened instantaneously with the 2 of them, and I thought it was really funny. Well, looking back on it, okay, let me finish the story. Let me not be hasty. Everything is fine. Just to make everything clear, everything is fine. Apparently, what happened, well, I don't know how it happened, but somebody hacked my GhostGirlMarlie Twitter account and a personal account that was a private. I don't know how they got access to it. I had two-factor authentication on both devices, both accounts. I got so worried. Oh, I'm sorry about it. Did you guys see anything else happen than just the random retweets? Because everything I heard about it was the next morning, right? At about 8 or something, when I got out of bed, opened my PC, saw Discord, I'm like, damn. So many people saying that apparently it was hacked, but nobody bothered to let me know my like other accounts. So it was only you guys who noticed, I think. But regardless, to my knowledge, the only thing that happened was that some weird crypto shit was being retweeted on the account. And, you know, by the time that I was aware of it, the account that got retweeted was deleted. So I'm assuming it was some kind of a big thingy where multiple accounts got hacked, not just mine, and somebody already reported the thing for being a scam. Yeah, it was hacked. I had a login from New York or something. It wasn't New Jersey. Either way, somewhere from the US. Being a crypto bro needs to be punishable by jail time. Yeah. Probably. At the very least, if you go as far as to start hacking people's accounts at that point. Objection! Earthbound fan, welcome! We're about to start the game very soon. I'm currently yapping about what happened to my Twitter accounts earlier. They were hacked. But yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like a lot of harm happened. I have not had anyone come forward like, man, I clicked on that link because I thought that you were being serious about promoting the crypto shit. No. And I could not see any DMs that would have been sent maliciously or anything like that. So, like, everything is fine, and I got the account back. Part of me wonders if, like, I'm not sure when, like, about the exact timeline. All I know is that I personally noticed that when I was in bed, laying down, scrolling on Twitter, suddenly my 2 accounts got logged out. And I'm like, what? Twitter? Why are you being weird? Instantaneously, the 2 of them got logged out. But my other 2 that I had logged on, that I have also on my phone, those were just fine. Yeah, I have like at least 4 Twitter accounts that I use. I'm sorry about that. I'm a little low-key addicted to the platform. Low-key. It's in good faith. Morning, Jetpacks. Mudblood, hello. Welcome. So because only 2 of the accounts got logged out and it happened instantaneously, I thought it was just Twitter being super weird. And I was able to log back into them instantly. And I also did not get any kind of like security notices. I'm thinking, does Twitter not do that? Like if somebody logs into your account, they just don't let you know? Because God, I'm like, if I'm trying to log into my Google accounts, every goddamn device that I own is being like, hey, you're logging into it from 2 meters away from your current location. And I'm like, Google, chill. But apparently, Twitter does not want to tell you anything when somebody from across the globe suddenly logs into your account. So, whatever, I guess. Twitter be Twitter. So, I don't know. Maybe because I logged back into them almost immediately, they didn't have time to do something else in it. I don't know. I don't know if they really did anything else than just a couple retweets on the account. But yeah, basically everything should be fine. I also the way I also found it weird is that I had two-factor authentication on those accounts. So I'm like, how'd they get past the two-factor authentication? I have no idea. So my morning was pretty much spent changing passwords to like everything that I could kind of think of that was a little important because I was a little paranoid. And I was like, okay, running a virus scan just in case I have something that was like letting somebody remotely use my computer or something like that. Though it's also weird though, because I don't know if it would be that, because when it happened, my PC was in sleep mode. So I don't know. Twitter nowhere near as much security. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. Regardless, everything is fine now. And I did not notice anything else weird in any of other accounts that I owned, so on any other platform at all. So, you know, I checked my bank accounts, I checked my PayPal and everything. Everything seemed fine. So, I don't know. I'm just guessing some weird Twitter thing happened and that's why my account happened to be a part of it. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's enough about my day. Hope you guys have had a good day, or if you're waking up, good morning. And we should move on to this silly game, shall we? Let's see. Do I remember where we are? Episode 3, Turnabout Samurai Day 2 Trial. Ah, so we left off after we did the initial kind of inspection, right? And now we're walking to the trial. I think that's where we left off, yeah. Have fun. I'm gonna play some games too. No worries, have a good one. Let's see. I suppose let's just get right into it and see if I can get some information from the log files and whatever. Well, not log, what are they called? Like when you have all the items and it tells you what the items are, right? Should be enough. We're going against Edgeworth immediately. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Alright, so tab first and foremost. Let's see. Jack's autopsy report. Time of death at 2:30 p.m. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. That's right, it was the samurai spear or some shit that pierced through this guy, if I'm not mistaken. And this was the evil guy, right? So the evil guy died, evil guy in the drama died, and the good guy, the good samurai, is being framed, right? These nuts! Thanks for the follow! Welcome! And here's the guide map, the card key that we stole, and Powers' photo. Taken at the gate between the inn and the studios. Right. So the thing with this photo was that, first and foremost, the guy was wearing a mask, I'm pretty sure. Right, so he's in the outfit, wearing like a big, like you cannot tell that this is 100% the picture of a guy. Our what's the term again? It's not our client? Is that the correct term? The accused? The client, the accused. So supposedly he's being they think it's him because his character is in this picture. Client is a good word. Thank you, thank you. Which I think is bullshit, and we're about to prove that in court. So that's fun. Defendant also works. That's good to know. That's good to know. All right. I think if you guys have any questions about the story, feel free to ask them, and that will also help me refresh my mind. But yeah, basically this guy, movie star, and he's being framed for killing his co-star. Supposedly. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, please, your opening statement. The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. God, of course it would be possible for someone else. I hate his framing. I vaguely remember this even though I watched it like 12 times. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this is my first time playing through these games. Just in case we have some people who have not seen the previous parts, which by the way are available on my YouTube. So if at any point you feel like, oh man, I want to see how Marlie reacted to the first and second case, those are available on my YouTube channel. So just go out, go along, go forth, and you know, put them on your watch later playlists and that sort of stuff. The evidence presented during this trial will all point to this fact. I see. Very well. I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness. Very well. I call a most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Yaha, sir. He did it. Trust me. 100%. Welcome, Alex. God, Gumshoe. Detective, if you would briefly describe this case to the court. Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guide map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studios. See? This here is the employee area. Music banging, even though it's just the random background music. The actors that are run through of their action scenes during the morning here. This is the main gate to the studios. The security lady that works at the studios was here at 1 p.m. on that day, and she's an asshole, and I think at this point she might as well be the murderer. Past the security station, there's a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder where the body was found. Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people here. Honestly, I like that it's recapping a lot of the stuff, because I really did leave it after, like, everything had been sort of explained to me in the long form. So this is a really good recap, I think. The victim, Jack Hammer. The defendant, Will Powers. And a young woman, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area until noon. Yoink. Then, after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. Now, jump ahead to later that day, 5 p.m. Alright, I'm already thinking... So he went here first. I think there would have maybe been time for this lady to do something. I don't know. Ninstar Rose, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome. What's up? Hope you had a good stream. Let me give you a shout out. Shout out Ninstar Rose. Welcome. Wingstar raid. Wait. Wait, what were you streaming? What were you were you streaming a Winx game? Wait, I love Winx. Wait, oh my god. Welcome, I hope you had a good one. And if you or anyone else needs to leave because you're tired, you have other business to attend to, absolutely no worries. We're here just to chill. We just started. We're going through some murder cases, as is typical for this game, because I think every single case so far has been a murder case. Is there a case in Ace Attorney that's not about murder? You are a ENVtuber? Even better! Oh my god. That's such a fun concept. Thanks for the bid. Welcome. Gosh. We're playing Donkey Kong 64. Ah. Have I heard things about that one? You know what? I'm lying. I've not heard things about 64 specifically, but other Donkey Kong games, I've heard people like them. But yeah, hope you had fun. I think we can continue with the game for now. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled. He's got a hole in his chest. The time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. I will not spell for you, and how dare you ask? Good. There is one case not about murder. Wait, maybe two. We'll see when they come across. Yeah, I was looking at that hole. It looked really perfect. Like, did somebody drill that into his chest and then, like, wiped all the blood? Or is that just them trying to be family friendly? That's the case, in brief. Anyone like to hear that again? Should I listen to that whole thing again? No? I don't need it. I think I can probably remember that. Yeah, of course you can. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. The spear was found stuck in the chest of the victim. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that one question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see? She did not see shit. Understood. Let's call the security officer to the stand. We have to look at her now. Oh my god. And will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered. Why is she doing that with her eyes?
What is wrong with that? You're too old to look like you're a 16-year-old shoujo manga protagonist. Jesus Christ. Sorry to break your dreams, but... Good to see that also did mental damage to him. Your name, please.
Oh, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Surely they're not gonna let that pass. Your name, please. Seems Edward has a bit of a trouble getting his witnesses to say their names.
I'm Wendy Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma. So even when I was young, I was an old bag. So how the other student would believe it, but there was only his boy that got them to just. He called me an old bag. So they just cried and.
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness. Why is he in why is... I mean, I get it. I hate her too, but it's really funny to see Edgeworth like this when it's not about him losing a case. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying the game. It's a lot of fun. Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony.
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, sir, I was. And to get to the scene of the murder, someone would have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
You may begin your testimony. Thank God he's not swayed by that. Your Honor, she won't shut up. Please help. I can object to the witness not knowing how to shut up. It's pretty funny. She sure is one hell of an old bag. Alright, here we go.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I, well, had some errands to run that morning.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it was 1 exactly when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from there until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right?
Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m.
It was Powers! That man right there, and he was heading towards the studio.
But did he ever leave? Did we consider that? Here saw the defendant then. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Alright. Let's see how this goes.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Alvin!
So up until that time, anyone who wanted to could go into the studio.
Well, there wasn't a security guard at the gate, no. But the main gate was locked, dearie.
You need an employee card key to get in. Right, the card key that I have. He has any. There's more than one of them. Oh, Horn Towers! Oh my god! Congrats on the VIP! Oh my god, let me give you your hard-earned VIP. Gosh, did you just get the points, or did you see what I said on Discord earlier today? You should have it now. But for everybody who did not see what I announced in the Discord server, we now have a channel for VIPs only in the Discord. Just got him? Nice. Are you also in the Discord server? Because I can give you the role, in case. Well, I should give it. You know what? I'll. You did see it. All right. Let me just write down your name so I remember to do that after stream. Unless the mods want to do it, but the mods are not here right now, so I'm assuming they will not do it in this case. But you'll get to see the VIP channel after the stream. This Ghost Girl is too good to be a liar. What do you mean? Just because I said there could be more than one key card. Welcome in, though. Did you just come in, Waterfall? I think you did. You just did not come in with your usual antics. I had to take a had to do a double take. So what she's saying is no one who wasn't supposed to be in there could get in. You just came in. Welcome. In that case, was there anyone at the studios when you arrived at the guard station?
Poor old Hammer and the rest have been doing a run-through there since morning.
Too tired? No worries. Run-through.
They were working out a scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate. They got the basics figured out by noon, and were to use the afternoon for practice. Rehearsal was supposed to start at 5. That's why poor old Hammer went to Studio 1 in the afternoon.
So Powers was in his dressing room sleeping when he was supposed to be practicing. Well, I guess that's one way to see it. Talk about a laid-back hero. If there was a run-through in the morning, why did you only get there afternoon? I had some errands to run that morning. Have I seen Nausicaa? You're right. The hair does look like from that movie. I have seen it. It's a very old movie, but it's a very good one. I kind of love the aesthetics of it, but I have not seen it in many years. I've been awake since like 10 p.m. yesterday grinding on a Pokemon fan game. Oh gosh. Hopefully you're not damaging your sleep schedule too badly. I forgot to press that. Fuck, that was the part that I was actually... Hold on. Okay, I can do that. Awesome. What kind of errands? Oh, well, you know. Answer the question.
Actually, I was watching poor Hammer and Powers observing, you know?
Aha! So... What a stupid fucking security guard. Can you do your job? Mad. Observing? We're just supposed to be at the guard station?
Whippersnapper, I told you I locked the gate tonight. I did my job.
I'm not sure your boss would see it that way.
Anyway, I always watch Hammer's run-throughs. Always. Never missed one in all my years.
Wow, I want to see a Steel Samurai run-through too. You could quit being a spirit medium and take up guard duty.
Not a bad idea.
Sometimes I forget she's there because she only says something when it's like sort of meaningless. Shadow Guy, welcome! It's your first time. Well, hope you will enjoy your time. Today we're playing Ace Attorney. I've not played through this series before, but it seems very goofy. And I'm having a lot of fun. Having a lot of fun just going through it. Currently, there's a murder going on, and we're trying to make sense of what happened there.
Anyway, it was one when I got to the guard station.
Have to look for the button. Did you see the victim then?
Did I see the poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Tell us what happened next.
I was at the main gate from then until 5.
So you were watching there the whole time. No breaks. Not even a second.
Of course! I'm a professional, you know? Or are you criticizing how I do my job? Whippersnapper!
No, it's just after seeing you eating those donuts in the guard station yesterday.
I can watch the gate and eat donuts at the same time! Snipper Whapper!
I've been trying to make progress with that fan game story. Ooh, I hope it's going well. Unless it's a bad story and it's more like a drag to get through it. That can happen with games too, but I'm assuming it's probably a good one.
Sniper Whapper?
Oh, the windbag is losing it, Nick. And since I unlocked the ability to smash rocks after defeating the 5th gym, I did the first puzzle for a legendary. Whoa, that's cool. And yeah, the game is pretty funny. Why don't you raise an objection? And thanks for the follow, Shadow Guy. Thank you. So, the witness was on duty through the afternoon the whole time. Very well. What did you see?
Now, the murder happened at 2:30, right?
Well, I'm gonna press it regardless, even though there's nothing there.
How did you know that? I have my ways. The Overture's young detective told me. I fed him some donuts and he talked and talked. If you ask me, that detective isn't cut out for his job.
Oh my god, I agree with her! Oh my god! I did not see that one coming. Because I'm also not a fan of this detective. He like, sure, he's charming or whatever, but he does not know how to be a detective. He's a fun guy, but I don't think he's good at his job. It's not a bad story. Nostalgic because I played it when I was younger. That's good to hear. I'm waiting for him to have a redemption arc when he's actually doing something good. And useful instead of being in my way. With his dumb logic and everything. Poor Detective Gumshoe getting ratted out by a security guard. Well, if he's comedic relief, I'm not finding him too funny. At least so far.
Interesting to me because a certain man walked by me at 2 p.m.
It's very late for me, but I have an awesome rest of your stream. Ace Attorney is so much fun. You'll enjoy it. Thank you, and have a good sleep, Ninstar Rose. And thank you for the raid once again. Enjoy your sleep. 2? You're sure?
Sure a spit. Well, who was the man?
Really? You should try not to get so excited at your age. You might strain something.
Ugh. Now, don't get your skewies all in the bunch. I'll tell you who it was. It was Powers.
That man right there. He was heading towards the studio. So you saw Mr. Powers.
That's what I said.
Go wax in your ears, Sonny.
Nick, this is your chance.
Yeah, time to pull out the secret weapon.
I'll say it again. It was him. It was Powers.
Alright, so... They said it's my moment, so I will be giving this here, I suppose. Plus, one of the 3 biggest plot twists in the fan game involves our best friend and professor, though I probably wouldn't say because you guys would know what I'm playing and I want to keep it for myself. No worries. And Tony, welcome! Thanks for the stretch. Let's get a quick one. Quick one in, and then I'm gonna present some evidence that it was not my guy. Alright.
Objection! Objection!
Let me get this straight, old bag. Mrs. Oldbag? You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? You're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. I got her. What is this, exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo All Day Tokyo. Miss Oldbag, is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can plainly see that it's Powers, right?
No, they can't. He's on our side. And Tony, have a good sleep too. Absolutely no worries. Enjoy it. Well, I mean, I wonder. True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean that Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
Hey, I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss Witness. He's having trouble calling her old bag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo is Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Huh! Nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What? Huh? Even Edgeworth is surprised. The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make a note all the information in your position ahead of time.
How was I to know everyone would be so noisy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good as evidence, pal.
Oh wait, maybe Gumshoe is good at his job after all.
He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, old Windback has left even Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Alright, alright.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his leg. See? Clear as day.
Objection! Why would he decide to murder on a day that he almost fucking broke his leg? You'd think he would wait for another day, you know, to do it so he has a better chance of doing it. You know, it's too probably muscular men going up against each other. I mean, you know, if your leg isn't exactly in the correct shape to get a murder done, I feel like you're getting murdered yourself. Objection! My client is not that dumb.
That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's got to be hiding something. I'll press until she squeals. Alright.
Whippersnapper!
Hey, I haven't said anything yet.
All of you know I'm not pointing fingers at anyone behind their backs. Everything I've said is on shake and narrow. The up and up. You today, always one about each other pointing. It's enough to make an old lady want to... Mr. Wright, please, for all of our sakes, try not to upset the witness. I think Edwards has met his match. That morning, during the run-through of the action scene...
Who was present at the run-through?
Well, let's see. There was Powers. He's the Seal Samurai. Then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate. And...
Me.
And what exactly were you doing?
Observing. Just observing. What about the assistant? Oh, she was off moving backdrops around and such. So she didn't see the run-through then. Right, so we could not go back to her and ask if he tripped and fell, right?
I saw Powers trip and fall.
Trip and fall?
Yes, and I think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh!
So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped make it better for him, of course. You helped make it better?
I kissed it where it hurt. Ah!
God! Oh, wonderful. What have you got to say instead? Let's look at that instead. Oscar, welcome! Also, I think I would have said, Your Honor, I object to this claim that the ghost girl lawyer is cute. She may wear cute Crocs, but that doesn't explain such accusations of cuteness. The slightly more effective way to say such claims would be the word beautiful, for this two-dimensional anime character on the internet was handcrafted to the high degree of beauty and then rigged. That is what I believe is the truth if I wanted to put in the effort. That's a good one. That's a good one, wonderful. Now back to reality, which is this lady being disgusting. Let's just skip over that part, shall we? Okay. Where was the assistant then?
Oh, her. She was cleaning the backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony. Plus, I get away with calling Marlie cute without calling Marlie cute. Hold on a minute. You know what? That is... Sayora is not here to help me choose if this is... help me decide your fate. Maybe I'm letting you slip this one time. I don't know.
He broke one of the props. It was a big mess.
He broke a prop?
Sure did. His own samurai spear!
If the spear was broken, how was it used as a murder weapon? There must have been two of them. I don't know if that proves anything. Such accusations. You did. His samurai spear, the murder weapon.
Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
It strikes me as significant detail. Yeah. Duct tape to fix it. I better write this down in the court record. A break in the shepherd has been mended with duct tape.
Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad.
How bad? Was Mr. Powers' ankle badly sprained?
Not so bad that he couldn't walk around. He went to his dressing room to rest up after lunch.
Alright, so that part of the story does line up. Okay. Which I am a part of, for I have called you cute in the past numerous times. Wonderful. You should not admit to crimes like that. But that's the nap.
Anyway, I saw him dragging his foot when he walked.
I'll back MacGyver the murder weapon at the scene of the crime. Clearly evidence of the guilt. Yeah! Production is wild if they have a real spear as a prop. That too! That too, actually. Oh, can I not press this? I guess not. Dragging his food, okay. I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Which is? Where is this steel samurai costume now? Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking, though. That is good. That is good. Good questions from the judge. Maybe he isn't entirely corrupt. I am frustrated with the consequences. It is what it is. Anyway, that's not important. I think it is, Edgeworth. The witness did see the steel samurai, yes. And it is clear that the person in the steel samurai suit was Mr. Will Powers. I don't think so, man. Somebody could act like they're... You know, if it was a fellow actor, they could just act like they're limping their leg. Have we thought about that? I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? I guess I'm making a save here, just for the sake of it. Because it's kind of getting to the point where we actually have to think about our choices a little bit. Obviously, the only reason it could stab through flesh is the reinforcement from the duct tape. True. Oh, shiny hunting legendary Pokemon, catch them. They're only playing Pokeball. Oh, have fun. You heard on case one his reputation. Judge G is fair, but incredibly fickle. I don't care about his reputation. I care about what I see with my own eyes. When I was in law school, I was told that saying something is clear or obvious is code for I have no evidence to support my claim. Because if you had evidence, you'd be using it. That's a good point. That's a very good point. Welcome, Ashigaru. Alright, we're objecting. Hold it right there. We keep talking about possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the steel samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. Oh. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else, not caught on camera, could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also. Yeah, that somebody put on the suit to frame him. Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
I now need to ask twice.
Hashtag caught in 4K. That's what I'm saying.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. True. The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Will Powers. No one else was there. If they had, I would have seen them.
Okay, but what if they went around the stupid cameras? So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Also, we did not see anybody exit! Now did we? That's another part. We did not see anybody coming out from there. You could have got away with neglecting an old hag. Would she? She's an old hack who probably had bad eyesight. That's what I'm saying. Ghost Girl, is it possible to head pad? Well, you're gonna have to try the head pad thingy to see if that happens or not. What's it called? Channel point reward. Thank you for the follow too, stealing up. Oh, school. You're showing that a head pad is indeed possible. My head has been pet. All right. Let's press on this lady. It works. True that. Hag love, we're not loving this hag. We're not loving this hag. I think she needs a what's a word that means hag but is even more terrible than hag. Hag has a positive connotation in my head. I redeem, you're right, thank you. How do you know that?
Didn't I just explain? I gave donuts to the young detective.
Hello?
And then,
After some rubbish about him being a secret pal, he told me everything. Right. Oh, that's what she meant. That's right. Ancient annoyance, but ancient sounds cool. It's like the ancient stuff in Zelda. That's cool. Yeah, it's not negative.
the only person I saw go to studio before them was Will Powers.
Are you absolutely sure?
Oh, quite, Sonny. Nobody suspicious looking passed by at all.
Nobody suspicious looking. Right.
No one else went there.
What about before you got to the guard station?
You mean before one? Why, everyone is in the employee area before them. And I locked the main gate so no one could get in.
What if they climb over that gate? It looks kind of... It doesn't look too difficult to climb. I don't think they got any laser thingies in there. Man, the security sucks. I think hag is negative because I D&D hags are monsters. Well, I think hags are positive because my favorite VTubers are lovably described as that. At least half of them. Only ancient stuff that's cool is from the IJs.
Oh, skull!
A good pun, but I don't agree with you. Yes, don't call me cute. You will be put on the list. You don't want to know what happens once your name is on the list. You know full well that a fence ankle high is an impenetrable barrier? No.
Not to mention, if they had, I would have seen them.
Are you sure? The witness has answered the question. Anyone going into the studio had to pass by the witness.
That's right, Sonny.
You let him have it, edgy boy. Edgy boy. He's taking mental damage. Oh, the windbag sure has balls. Or, well, you know what I mean. Old windbags have a way of skipping over important details after all. Or for that matter, entirely forgetting them.
How convenient.
Something for you to look forward to, perhaps. Phoenix Wright! That was not nice of you to tell her. Look forward to, huh? 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 At least he didn't say it aloud. That's not my actual opinion. I said my previous statement just to make a joke. Alright.
The only person I saw go in the studio before them was Will Powers.
Didn't we see this stuff already?
No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
Ah. Alright, we're repeating now. Well, was it 2:30? It was 2:30. Ah, we have the guide map. We got the card key. We got the murder weapon. What does the game want me to think right now?
Zephyr Blaze, thanks for the follow. Welcome.
I'm gonna start poking holes with the spear, I suppose. We're gonna poke a big old hole in that grandma's face, so I don't know, more answers start flying out of her head. What list does thou speaketh of? Is it good or is it negative chamber for that I kind not desire to be in? It's a list of everybody who calls me cute. I allow 1 pass per week. If your name goes on the list more than once a week, I fear for you. Don't anger a ghost. You don't know what a ghost can do. God, I wish I could figure out what the heck we're gonna say about this stuff. Let me read through her stuff again. Takes a very, very long breath and yells, "Cute, no!" I'm reporting you to Larfloof. You are going places. I'm reporting you right now to the police of the list keeper. Alright, alright. You guys sent to the shadow realm. Exactly. No can do. Don't do it again. The only person that's so good at studying with invisible powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen him. Oh, the Shadow Realm, but that's how I travel from stream to stream, so nothing changes for me. No! But what if Ghost is in fact cutie? That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. The issue is if you call me cute. Forgetting them. They're not giving me any hints. Man. They literally told me when to do the thing at the last part, but here they're like, Hey, head pats happen only if you summon the magical head that hovers on my head. No, magical hand that hovers on my head. Otherwise, you're not giving me any head pats. We have the time of death. God, okay, you guys, do you have any idea what to do here right now? Sayora, welcome! Welcome. I'm stuck as hell in this right now. You hate baths? Okay, but baths sound kind of comfy. I never had a bathtub in my house growing up, so it's only really been a thing that I can try at hotels sometimes. I can change my form so I be part ghost now. No. A boot to the head. Hey. None of that stuff. Is there part of evidence that shows a timestamp? Yes, there is, but it's the same timestamp as what she told us. So, right, our stuff is here. So this shows the time of death, but it's the same. It's the same time as what she heard. Yeah, I've been pressing. I mean, I can double check it again, but... press through everything, but I'm pretty sure I did that already. How did you know that? Yeah, blah blah blah. She gave donuts. Blah blah blah. About it being a secret. Blah 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 blah. Donuts. Only person I saw. Blah blah blah. Absolutely sure. Yeah. Nobody's suspicious looking. See, that's the part that she said, but that's the most suspicious. But it doesn't let me say anything about this specifically. Because that was part of the thingy. Not be a part to try and disprove could be a different statement. But it's looping here, so it has to be somewhere here. Why is Meow specifically 666? I just like funny numbers, and it happened to get the funny number treatment. No one else went there. What about before? And before with everybody in the employee area. That we know of anyway. Should lock the gate. If they had, I would have seen them. Hold on. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them. But you were not at the guard station. But we don't have any evidence that points to that. See, because I'm thinking somebody from outside came in while she was having donuts in the break area or whatever the fuck. But like, none of the stuff that we have points to that. Less petting, more brainstorming. We don't have a redeem that's 420. Wait, that's a crime. Okay, there needs to be a 420 redeem. I thought I got all the meme numbers. All right, I'll fix that later. I'm just not seeing a connection with anything that she's saying. I do? What here? Huh? I mean, we got some evidence, but I don't know which one I'm supposed to. I don't know what the game wants me to think right now. We're gonna have to look really hard. All right. In that case, let's look at this picture a little more closely. In case there's somebody at the... hold on. Oh, that's the wrong one. Enter. Is there anybody in the background that I did not see? I'm looking at the background so hard, I'm not seeing anybody in the background. If anything, from looking at this picture... From looking at the picture, it looks like these pants are too goddamn long for this guy, which makes it so that it could not be Powers. Unless the costume is supposed to look like that. I read the descriptions. I'm not seeing the connection. He's dragging one leg. Supposedly, it does not look like that to me, but that's what that says. 2 p.m. That says 2 p.m. Which is before the murder, so it makes sense. So it can't be that either. Alright, so the rundown of what's happening is that currently this old bag is claiming that Powers did the murder, even though we know that in this picture, it's not necessarily Powers. And she's claiming that supposedly she saw everything, so there's no way anybody else got in there. And she thinks this is Powers because he sprained his ankle earlier, and apparently in this picture, he's dragging one leg. After 2 p.m. comes the murder. Of course. Guy goes in. Suspect goes in, kills the victim. But we don't have a picture of when he comes out. So. We're missing some details here. The photo too! I forgot about that detail! That's right! Right, that's on me because I forgot about it. That was the whole point in the pre-story. Okay. Okay. Alright, let me get to the right spot in the... dialogue. Time of death. Only person I saw go. No one else went there. Alright, here. Here we bring it up. Alright. Objection! Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
Yes, sorry, Sonny.
So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
Here, I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Blech. Right, anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
That very computer printed out this photo. Note that on the back of the photo are printed the words, blah 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 blah, photo 2.
And I know that means it was taken out. Really, Sonny?
Actually, I knew that too. The issue here is the bit at the very end where it says photo 2.
Photo 2?
The computer only held data for one photo on that day. Also, I find it weird that, like, this one's labeled photo 2, and, like, there probably were a lot more people passing on their way in and out, right? Is he gonna say that? Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo 1 if it really was the only photo? It should, but at the same time, I think it should be more like photo 10. I'm thinking about it too hard because that's my brain with this game. It wants me to think, so I'm thinking hard.
Order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright.
Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not one, but 2 people went to the studio that day. And there is only data for one of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
You wish your mouth whippersnapper? The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the camera on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things. Boy, help!
But believe me, I want it, but I don't know what this means either.
Ha! Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too!
Oh boy.
Whippersnapper?
Something the matter, Ms. Oldbag?
Ah, that's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate, someone other than Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
This person is so good, is it? In case of the old hack, she's less caught in 4K and more caught in 160p. True.
Plop.
Ah, I see. Your testimony, please. The other person.
Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them. I I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see? Come to think of it, now I can remember throwing out one photo that day.
Miss Oldbag, this is the first I've heard of this.
Oh, well, of course, Sonny. I only just remembered it.
Right. Anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin your cross-examination. Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
Every day, I have one important job to do.
Another job?
That's right. I check all the people that pass by the main gate that day. I look closely at every one of the photos that security camera takes.
Do you back up all the security camera data?
Oh, well, they keep telling me to, yes.
So she doesn't!
But those computers are just so frustrating. I throw out any photos that aren't suspicious looking, you see.
The hip, not the hip. I'm not about to look at a grandma go the hip at all. I don't know, man. I think she knows well enough about computers if she can just delete the fucking data. How exactly do you determine what isn't a suspicious looking?
Oh, you can tell by looking at their faces, for the most part.
For the most part. This is a murder trial, Miss Oldbag.
Well, I didn't touch that suspicious looking Will Powers' photo, did I?
I think she's missing the point.
Come to think of it, now I remember throwing out one photo that day.
What photo? Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased? Phoenix, right? Your language? This is a court? You cannot say heck in a courtroom, probably? Hiddo computer.
A fanboy.
How is a fanboy not suspicious? Yeah, I hate fans too. They take electricity and whatever. They're noisy, whatever. No. No. I know she's gonna explain something. However, typically, somebody who's a fan is like the biggest possible person to be looking at in a case where the person who they're a fan of gets, you know, murdered or something. Because the chances of it being a parasocial fan are not zero. You know? The bigger the fan, the more likely they'll go a little crazy, I think. Literal fanboy. Oh, God. Not the P word, right? She went to the original off guy, by which I mean when the Beatles appeared on the scene, by which I mean the life form. God. Fanboy?
Steel Samurai fan, boys!
Plural? Plural?
Real freaks.
Plural?
If you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
And you as a security lady are not supposed to get them out of there. Real freaks, not suspicious. Yeah, there's a Steel Samurai fangirl, true. But that's a fangirl, that's not a fanboy. It's the fanboys that are freaks, okay? The fangirls, they're innocent, okay? Okay? She's talking about the fandom. Well, I sure hope she is. Wait a second, did you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area. Your gate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain, and you've not reported this to some kind of maintenance guy who would take care of that, or considered moving a heavy prop in front of that thing so they could not get in, or did something on the other end of that thing so they can't get through there. This is the worst security lady ever. I swear, if she's not the murderer, I hope she loses her job and pension and everything else.
I told you they were freaks. Oh, and they're kids, children, whippersnappers.
Kids? So, on the photo that you erased?
It was a boy, probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
What? Okay, now why was that so surprising? No adult will fit in that drain. Good point, good point, good point. Oh, order, order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to their studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. Also, what was the fanboy doing at the gate? He got in without getting through the gate. Why was he pictured at the gate? Was it when he left? But he could leave the other way too. This game, I cannot with this game. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd and 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
I think that's a skill issue. A boy in 2nd and 3rd grade. I'm sure it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear. Well, I was thinking it would be hard for them to murder with it, but sure they can just wield it. Impossible, I think. It's quite heavy.
Right. As I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there, that makes him a suspect. Yeah, they're already trying to unsuspect him.
This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information. And no forgetting vital information this time.
Arrest this child, that's what I'm saying. But also, dethrone. But also, they can hire another security guard, I think. If their studio does not go out of business, what that is. I bet you couldn't catch them because you're a ghost and intangible, so that's a skill issue too. Well, yeah, it is. It's not my job to catch kids. I don't get paid to catch kids. I think she is getting paid to catch those fans. And she is not doing her job. So don't go saying that, haha, ghosts can't catch them either. No, I can't. That's not part of my job description as a ghost. All I do is go, woo, and scare people. That's all I do. Mr. Powers? Yes? Tell me straight, were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio? I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest. As a ghost, I think I'm about 20 years old, at least 20. And I've been streaming for 3 years. So I've been at least 20 for 3 years. At least. Don't ask the ghost math. My math does not brain. My brain does not math. So I don't know how old I am. I'll be up. I better not come back to you, law, leaving me with more work. So true. Don't make things hard for the mod. So you say that you scare people. How's that working out for you? You don't need to know that. That's NDA. You know, ghost NDA. I don't need to tell the details of my job. Hee hee ha. So who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo? How should I know? The steel samurai costume was off in the corner of that dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really.
What? You should take better care of that stuff. Well, I don't know. That's not what I would say.
NDAs, I'm already scared.
That's what I'm saying.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a steel samurai costume.
Is it like actually made out of steel? No, it's probably not.
So, where does this leave me?
It doesn't look good.
You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick? What are we gonna do?
First we play for more time.
We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
And now with our favorite segment. Is that true? How to call a ghost girl cute? No!
Slayer just left.
It's like he shouldn't say he's leaving.
Right.
You know what? I'm screenshotting you right now. You're causing terrible things in the chat. You're behaving badly. Yeah, I did. It's too late.
And it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we cannot get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose them in the spot. Ew, don't sound very optimistic.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually. Hey, Nick, it's Sam.
Okay, let's go. What does that mean? Please don't say like that.
I like this guy. He's sympathetic. How do you say it? I don't know. Hey, Marlie.
Takes a bow. You look cute.
Hey. We're never getting forward with the game as long as you guys behave like this. Oh, did I fail my screenshot? Hold on.
Everything's getting recorded. Everything's getting recorded. Alright. Let me make sure my tabs are not fucked up. There we go.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Willpowers. Mr. Edgeworth, will you present the prosecution's thoughts on this matter?
The prosecution's thoughts are simple. Nothing has changed. The other person who went to the studios was a boy of roughly 10 years of age. The photo we do not have may not be hard evidence, but there is still no one else that could have committed this crime. I call for a verdict of guilty for the defendant, Mr. Willpowers.
Wise, welcome. Very well. Mr. Wright, your thoughts?
The defense disagrees with the prosecution's claim. There is another person who could have committed the crime.
Order.
Interesting. Let us hear who you have in mind. However, be aware that this court does not look kindly on accusing the innocent. If you accuse someone who is obviously innocent, you will be penalized.
Right, great. As if the strikes went high enough.
Sure, unless this person, other than Mr. Powers, that could have committed the murder.
I'm gonna be honest, I think it's the lady. The assistant, she was at the break room, wasn't she?
Oh, that, yeah, I've been there actually. I'm friends with the shadow demons there. They give me shadow pudding to eat. Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
I'm gonna say, it's the lady. Who else? It was the security lady, Wendy Oldback. Oh! The Steel Samurai is dragging his leg in this picture. That means whoever was in the suit knew about that morning's injury. Maybe because they had been watching the action scene run through. There was only one person, other than Powers and Hammer, who knew about the injury. The security lady, Oldback! What? Whippersnapper? Order, order.
Is this true, old bag?
Old bag? That's Miss Old Bag to you.
Miss Old Bag was standing guard alone at the main gate. She was by herself. In other words, she has no alibi. She could have briefly left her post to steal the samurai costume, then slipped into the Studio 1, the scene of the murder. Why would she go through the trouble of wearing the steel samurai costume? Simple, Your Honor. She knew the camera at the gate would take her picture. If she was in his costume, she could point the finger at Mr. Powers. I see. Excellent deductive reasoning, Mr. Wright. Oh yeah, right there. Sherlock Holmes 2, baby! Phoenix. Don't get ahead of yourself. Edgeworth has not said a word yet. Sounds like impromptu cap, though I don't have the evidence to back my claim. Maybe. That's odd. Isn't this the part where Edgeworth pounces? Doesn't he usually jump up with an objection and some new damning evidence? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, does the prosecution have an opinion on this matter? The prosecution has no meaningful objections at this time. Woo!
What? What's that supposed to mean? Oh, so you all think I did it? Is that it? Here's your boy. Don't you sit there and do shopping.
What's my move? Maybe now's my chance to take this the whole way? Well, surely we're pressing further. The very same reasoning that makes Mr. Powers a suspect in this case can be used to cast doubt on Miss Oldback's action on that day.
Why would I do something so horrible to poor her?
She's the biggest fangirl here. And you know what I said about parasocialism? This lady is the most parasocial out there, and she would have a murder motive because obviously Powers, no, Hammers will be like, God, you're ugly. Stop.
Hippity hoppity, I summoned the hand of head patting properly.
Good one.
Lunkel, welcome.
Sherlock Holmes. But you also said that fangirls are innocent and fanboys are creepy. I'm changing my words. Fangirls, cute. Fan old ladies, not cute. Therefore, guilty. Not to be ageist, but I think in her case we need to be. Who the heck is Sherlock Holmes? Surely Phoenix should be talking about Sherlock Holmes. Yup. Fan grannies? Yeah, we don't trust the fan grannies. Indeed. That did it. Now Windback is one of the suspects. No hard feelings, I hope.
Wait just a minute.
What about the other person who went to the studio? Oh, now you're suspecting a 10-year-old.
That boy, the one whose photo I erased.
It was only a grade schooler, though, as you said. Second or third grade, was it?
That doesn't matter. When I was that age, I could pin my old man in 10 seconds tops.
Oh, so she is telling that she's sort of powerful and she could probably do that at this age too. How are fanboys creepy? I'm just joking around, okay? I think we meant to say freaky. They're freaky. But fangirls, they're cute. The one whose photo you erased. Your thoughts, Mr. Wright? That boy is not the killer.
What? How can you be so sure? Oh, is it nice to think? Or is it be nice to the kids and mean to your elders? They whippersnapper.
Quasimodo, thanks for the follow. Have I seen the JJK fangirls? We don't talk about JJK here. We talk about cute girls. Oh, but Jujutsu Kaisen does have one cute girl. Like, the one with the blue hair, she's so cute. I like her. They're pretty much devils in disguise. Okay, but they're cute. Maybe. Proof? Proof? Indeed. Then let's see this proof, Mr. Wright. You have proof that shows the boy could not have committed his murder? The spear? But we talked about that. Miwa, that's her name? Yeah, she's cute. Whispers to everyone else in chat on 3. We all yell cute to Ghosty. No, we don't. No, we don't. You're going on the list for your 3rd offense today, I think. Which is not preferable. I have not heard the story behind a Gojo figure, and we're not gonna go on that ramble here. I'm guessing it's just a spear. I can't think of it being anything else. The photo, it's not for sure. And then we just have a map, which is like whatever. Ah, spear, I suppose.
Take that! Take that! Your Honor, the murder weapon was the samurai spear. The very spear is shown here in this photo.
Ah, Phoenix, you're smart. How could the boy have taken the spear? It's impossible. I see. Wow. Would the witness care to comment on this? The windbag. Speechless. This has got to be the first. Very well. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Mr. Edgeworth, please find out more about your witness. Miss Windy, was that her name? Something old bag, Your Honor. Then the prosecution will look further into this old bag before we continue. That is all. This court is adjourned. Pop, pop. Nice.
Oh, wait a second. I'm not going to just sit here while you run up barking up the wrong tree. Me!
I'm talking. Oh, great. Stop the presses. The windbag wants to talk. Miss Oldbag, what is this about? Have you omitted something from your testimony?
Actually, if you must know, there's something I was told not to talk about.
Not to talk about? By whom? Huh? It wasn't Edgeworth? Enough yapping, that's what I'm feeling too. Omitted something again. Yeah, real surprising that an ace attorney witness would omit something from their testimony, huh? It's not like that has happened every single goddamn time so far. I'm happy to hear you're liking the voice acting. I'm doing my best.
Well, testify.
God, I really are listening to her. My lips were sealed.
Level Studios wanted me to keep quiet about something. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder. They said they had nothing to do with it, so they told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio that day. But if you're going to go accusing me, I'm not letting them get away scot-free.
Miss Oldbag, this is crucial information. Why did you keep this from the court until now?
Ain't been listening? They told me to shut my trap, and I always do what I'm told.
Man, this lady. The drama definitely builds up. No, this isn't a bad dream, Your Honor. Witness the power of the Oldbag. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Keep quiet about something.
So you were told not to talk?
That's right, by the studio and the TV bigwigs, no less.
Why didn't I hear about this?
Don't be too hard on yourself, Sonny. We're all in on it. There were some other people at the studio on the day of the murder.
Who? Who were these people?
Oh, well, the director and the producer for starters.
The director. I should have known something was fishy. How could they have done a run-through of their action scene without a director? Of course.
Yes, well, I was surprised no one asked about it.
So, where were these people?
The director was in the employee area all morning for the run-through. He served the producer around lunchtime and they had a meeting after that. Where?
Where? Oh my god, I'm becoming edgelord, you guys.
Oh, in Studio 2 trailer.
Studio 2 trailer. Okay, but wouldn't they also get caught in the camera because they passed the gate to go there? This game. Studio 2? That was the Studio 2?
Well, if you look at the guide map.
The gate is right there. They would have had to pass the gate.
Here it is. You go through the gate and all the way to the left.
The path on the monkey's head had fallen over. Did I do a JoJo reference? No, not intentionally. Okay. Ghost is gorgeous, uplifting, talented, exciting now. See, no. If you tell me read every single part of the... I'm gonna see through it. I'm gonna see through it if you tell me that's what it is. I would not see through it if you didn't tell me and you would pass, but you tell me that's what it is. You guys suck at this, man. Nah, what are you to say? Nah, you want to be on the list, huh? What kind of masochist are you? We didn't do very well in the court. Well, it's a good thing I'm the attorney. Oh. Well, Mr. Wright, would you like to continue the cross-examination? I think I've already asked my questions, but continue.
They said they had nothing to do with it, see?
Right. So I would like to present the map at some point to point out the fact that the camera, they have to pass through the gate.
But they told me to just pretend they had a meeting at the studio.
But if you're going to go accusing me of not letting them... No, hold on. I did not actually... I forgot I didn't start repeating. I forgot to keep pressing because the conversation was so long. Am I so predictable that you can record your side of the conversation in advance? Yes, you are so predictable that I can record my side of the conversation in advance. Is that another reference to something that I don't know? Miss Bag, this is a trial of murder.
I know that, silly. Still, they were pretty convincing about having nothing to do with it. And they gave me a little bonus on the side.
So you were bribed! So you got your bonus and you still talked. I think I've asked all the questions. No. Stop saying that. Okay, but now it's repeating. Now it's repeating, I think. She was bribed with donuts. Definitely. Hey, cuddles are not allowed. Head pats is the most you can do. Cuddles, no. I am not a cuddly ghost. Please do not. Said they had nothing to do with it. Told me to just pretend they hadn't been at the studio. They said they had nothing to do with it. They were convincing about it, apparently. So, this one. Hadn't been at the studio. True, you can't even cuddle a ghost. Spirits can be different levels of cuddleable, and I am not one of the ones you can cuddle. So they were actually in the studio.
Yes, the whole day.
When they heard about the murder, they beat it before the cops came. I'll kill this woman, I swear it. Man, I love Edgeworth. I feel sorry for Edgeworth, almost. She really left him hanging on this one.
But if you're going to go accusing me of not letting them go scot-free.
Them? Who were these people?
Well, the director and the producer, for starters.
The director. You don't know something was fishy. That's blah 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 blah. The same thing. The same thing. Yeah, we got this one. We got this one. Studio 2. Studio 2. Look at the guide map. How do I present this information? How do I present the information? I desire you to take a picture of as we're crumbling. Right, look at the chat. I'm not even gonna look at anything you say anymore. Why is it telling me to take a break? That's what I'm curious about. Cause so what I want to ask her or bring up is the fact that in order to go to Studio 2, your photo would have gotten taken too. So why was there no photo? How do I bring this up? I guess I can save, but it doesn't really matter, I think. Because I've not lost properly a single time, so. What do you guys think? What should I do? I don't think taking a break is the correct option. You think so? You think so? Why? Or are you... you don't think. Okay, awesome. Thank you for your contribution. I wanna... I suck with 50-50, so don't listen to me. My brain is empty. 90, okay, if you're wrong 99.9% of the time, in that case, let's continue. So I'm gonna take your chances. They said they had nothing to do. I don't have anything that proves that they did have something to do with it. She got bribed. That's right. But if you're gonna go accusing me of not letting them get away scot-free... So... does this pretending include deleting more evidence? You know, my health bar is full. I can mess around a little bit. And I just saved. It's fine. I'm gonna present this picture and be like, so they got no pictures taken. Maybe. I don't know if it clearly reveals a contradiction, Phoenix. How exactly? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Yep. Nick, I guess pressing her was the right thing to do. For an old wingback, she sure likes keeping secrets. Let's get as much information as we can. Yeah, we did that already. I pressed everything already, did I not? This game is making me go crazy. There were other people in the studio. She brought up the map herself. Ah! I'm just... They told me to pretend. So... I'm actually in the studio. This one's more vague. 100%. 100%. I'm just gonna bring up the map now. Cause that's what I want to talk about. Oh, wrong button, sorry. E. No, no, we fucked up again. So I'll try both of them here too. Cause I find holes in this and I want to talk about them, but because I have to use these stupid things, I'm not able to talk about the specific things that I want to talk about. Man. And then I'll bring this up and then I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do after that. It's only 12, I'm still not awake. It's alright. As soon as we get some kind of sense into the story, I'll be sure to give you a good recap, because right now I'm just confused about what the game wants me to do. No, it does not. Do we just take a break? I can't think of what to do! If it's not the break. But every single time up until now, the option that was not continuing was wrong. They is the director and someone else. But just because we know who they are, does not mean that I have the right thing to present. I pressed all these statements. They gave me information, but none of it clicked with the stuff that I already have. This was right before. I guess we're taking a break. Your Honor, we have learned there were others at Global Studio on the day in question. The director and the producer, some big wigs were all present. Yet as we stand here, they have not been questioned. I hold that it is impossible to declare a verdict on the defendant, Mr. Powers. The court acknowledges the defense's point. Alright, so this was the answer. Alright. The prosecution will gather more information about the witness, Ms. Oldbag, and more information about these other people who have been told off. I understand, Your Honor. This ends today's proceedings in the trial of Mr. Will Powers. That is all. This court is adjourned. Is it bad that I haven't slept and it's almost 2 p.m.? Maybe. Maybe you should consider getting some sleep. Unless you're feeling fine and it's okay for you to have a little wacky sleep schedule right now. Take a nap at some point if you can. You can tell I've been voice acting a lot, but my voice is still fine. Where do I stand on your list? I don't know. I don't look at the list. The mods take care of it. And besides, just because you've done 1 day of offenses, do you think You'd make it to the top of the list by just calling me cute like 5 times a day. But like 5. No. You're not that high up at all. I can tell you that much. So whatever divine punishment you want on yourself, you're gonna have to wait until all the other people have gone through it. What list? The list of everybody who calls me cute. You can't do it more than once a week. If you break the rule. Something terrible may happen. Hey, I'm reporting all of you. Hey. Calm down, my mods are working overtime. It's like you guys hate my mods. You hate them, they're one of the coolest people out there, and you guys hate them. You make them work extra time. Hey! Seriously though, I feel like we've run the joke dead for one day, so can we drop it for the day, please? Continue again tomorrow. We've surely got more things to talk about in chat than the one same dead joke, please. You've seen cuter, thank you. You're correct. Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. I was hard to ask you to defend me.
Aw, really? It's nothing.
Oh, should I? What is she going on about, this girl? We'll be going down to the studios to do some more investigating. We have to find out more about this director and the producer. They'll be turning up in the next trial as witnesses for certain. So now's my chance to get material for the cross-examination.
So Nick, have we figured out just who it was that the Steel Samurai costume?
In that Steel Samurai costume. Okay, I was thinking what are we wrong?
Could it really have been an old wing bag?
What do you think, Mr. Powers? I don't think it was her, really.
Neither do I, Nick.
Yeah, I know. Look, I was just buying time back there. Someone had to be the bad guy for a bit to take the pressure off of Miss Powers.
Poor old windbag. I feel kind of sorry for her.
Maya! Girl! That lady is annoying. You don't have to feel pity for somebody who's annoying.
Jester, thanks for the follow.
Well, she wasn't winning any points in there with or without my accusation. Yeah, school, you're still the running good at saying jokes at the right time.
And hi, Jester, welcome.
We're currently at the 3rd trial. No, it's the 3rd case and the 1st trial. It's going good, I think.
All right, let's get down to the studios. Right, we'll be back to visit you soon.
Thanks guys. There's a difference between annoying and deserves to be accused of murder.
I think it's a fine line, you know. It's not that big of a difference depending on the scale of annoyance.
Right. So it just wants me to go back. Right. I keep forgetting about that. October 18. Spinny! Whoa! Oh, what a day.
This is no time for relaxing, Nick. Say, you think WP's got a chance?
I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial.
The director and the producer.
Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's go get to the studios.
To the studios we move. You feel so loud. What do you mean?
No one's here.
Right, now that they have Miss Oldbag in custody, I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her. Man, no wonder they said they were hiring.
Hey, in a guard station, look!
She left her donuts! She could actually leave her donuts like that? That's criminal.
Why? I wasn't gonna eat them.
I think it would be pity to leave them, because they're, well, they might be spoiled already, depending on how hot it is in there. Birds. Looks like a studio there. Ba, 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 ba. Main entrance. Ba, 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 ba. Overhead map. Ba, 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 ba. Computer that runs the studio security cameras. Oh, it looks like it's been turned off for the day. Well, if she's not here, that would only make sense. The security guard station. Old Bam must like junk food. There's a mountain of it in the desk in there. Well, Miss Old Bag's not gonna live for too long anymore. So that's, hey, good news. Alright, I think that's all we got in here. Because Miss Phoenix, Mr. Phoenix does not think that these bushes are extraordinary enough to talk about them. Do 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 do. Let's start from there. October 18.
Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey! Hi, WP's lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys.
Oh. Don't mention it.
Is it true they caught the security lady?
Oh.
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
You mean that one? Damn, for once? For once? She actually did her job, huh? Oh yeah, don't eat the bribe. Good point, good point. Wow, what a mess.
I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. So I'm assistant, right? Yeah, but you do work on the props and the backdrops, right? Right. Just, lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them.
Oh?
Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about.
You're right, I won't. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more.
If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Miss Oldbag. Right, see you later then. Good luck with your investigation.
Alright. It only took her being arrested. I know, man. Alright.
So the fanboy that we're talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain?
So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry.
Hey, Nick. If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in.
Yeah, I think that was the idea.
I feel kind of sorry for him, though. Don't you?
What, you want to rip the gate off?
Really, Nick? We can?
Girl! Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Ah! Well, you know what? I want this kid to testify in court. So I don't think we'll catch him unless we give him an opinion option to come back. So rip it open, baby. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken.
Yay! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah! There, that should make the kids happy.
The things we do. The drain gate is off, and I know who did it.
Now the kids won't be able to comment again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that?
Must be nice to live off so free of guilt. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably in the oldie Tokyo. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point? Ha! Phoenix! You're stupid!
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Do people cycle to get exercise? No! They cycle to get from place to place without using cars! God, tell me he's not American, because I don't believe it. Phoenix Wright, why must you be American? He's not? Okay, well, tell me why he's not. I'm pretty sure these are set in... No, he's not Japanese. These are set in America. The games are set in America. I've been told that, and it seemed like that. You could just walk in Japan. Okay, but... He's not Japanese regardless. The localization is set in America. Ah. Well, I need some proof on that, but sure. We need to hear what the big fanboys of the series want to say. Everyone's probably just sucked to clean up. That's a T-bone on one of the plates minus a steak. That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in a film studio? Wish we could go take a look in there. You know, maybe we'll find the suit from there. It's Japan and America mixed together. Really? That makes it even more confusing. Slide? What does slide mean? Oh! That's cool. Doo-doo. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Ameripan? Jamaica? I'm a pan. That was later a retcon to the localization after the Japanese elements started taking more prominence in the series. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see. Coca-Cola, candy, chips, gum, normal. Yeah, we've seen this before. See this dialogue. Window into the dressing room. Glass is frosted. There's a sign on the dressing room door. Door to the dressing room is not locked. Let's go in. Hey, we're not thieves. We did take the card key. That is true. We borrowed that. There's a difference.
Boo, 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 boo. Azriel, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome.
Welcome, welcome. We're currently looking for some clues, which we did not instantly find. Oh, yeah. Okay, they're letting me in. Let's go. It's set in an alternative timeline where California had absolutely obscene degree of cultural exchange with Japan. That seems about right. But do you guys think an obscene amount of cultural exchange with Japan is enough to change American city planning? Do you guys think that's possible? Do you guys think just because they talk with Japanese people, they also got lots of Japanese architects working on the cities? Do you think they still felt like using their taxpayer money to fix all the existing weird things happening in the city planning? Probably. I don't know. I'm doubtful. I think the American city planning is something that's not changed that easily.
This is where the Steel Samurai costume was on the day of the murder.
That's what Mr. Powers says, at least.
I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping. And Nick, what if Miss Powers has been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then.
She's got a point. They literally took an entire Japanese village and put it in California. Also, Phronix canonically doesn't drive. Phoenix. He has no car? Okay. Okay, an American who does not drive? Okay, you've got a point there. I believe you now. We're winning so far. Welcome in. Regular suits. Locked. Someone was sleeping here. Bunch of snacks.
Wait, Nick!
What now?
These snacks, they passed the expiration date.
Then don't eat them.
Oh, they're snacks, they're meant to be eaten.
Cute. Cute.
Mr. Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey!
Supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kind of shocked. Maya, leave those alone. Wolfman found on Mars. I'll have to buy Patty's joke. Oh no, he's stupid. He thinks it's wild that Edgeworth does own a car. Okay, you've sold me. I retract my statements about him being American. I acknowledge him as more Japanese than American. There's an array of cosmetics here. I know. Oh, is that mirrors in the dressing rooms? He likes his spiky hair. I think we got everything. There's nothing really new in here. Nope. I guess we moved to the studios.
Oh, hello. Ho ho! You look a little out of pace. It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing.
And fun fact, Edgeworth got his prosecution training in America in the original Japanese version. That's fun. Let's just talk with her. The studios. So, how are the studios doing?
This police wandering around everywhere is terrible. They won't even let me clean up. Don't want me disturbing evidence.
I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder. You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area?
Yeah, can you believe it? Do kids sneak in here a lot? Well, I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets or snapping pictures. You should see old Windback's eyes flash when she sees him. She has a bit of trouble catching him though. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and the prosecutor were here the day of the murder. Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us going.
So they were trying to protect the director?
More the producer, really. The producers are a real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer.
The producer, huh?
For the localization, they replaced most of the mentions of America with European locals to act as a new,
that foreign place that is frequently relevant. Gotcha. Well, it's not ready to see the director.
Well, I'm feeling ready.
I don't know if I am.
Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today? Now's a chance, Nick. Let's check it out.
I could not agree more. This place is deserted.
Whoa! Nick, what was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer.
That's a trailer? That's a trailer? That's just a house. What? I'm not seeing any wheels. Someone must be inside.
Hello?
No answer.
Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in.
I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh, it's locked.
What? Don't we have a key?
No, but there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it.
Why does the key card not work for every single door at this place? God, that's annoying. If they'll let us. I'll just do what they want me to do before I do any more examinations. Main gate, that's right. Alright, she doesn't want to give me anything, so... Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras.
Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady wouldn't knock that stuffing out of me if she knew.
I really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time. She will never judge anyone again after meeting the director. That's a hard thing to make happen. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, we did not check the other. We did not check outside of it.
We did not go inside Studio 1. He's that bad? Ooh.
I don't really want to be in here.
Yeah, it's a murder scene.
I want to go someplace else. Nick?
Well, the game is telling me to not be here, so I guess I'm not gonna be there. I'm gonna trust the game enough that it would not be like,
hey, we're telling you to not be here, so, you know, that key is totally not in here, you know?
I'm trusting them to not be like that. Like that for moving stuff and equipment around. They kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it run fine.
Well, let's go for a drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this.
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
He said the thing, you guys. He said the thing. He said the thing. Gosh, sorry, I had a message I wanted to check. Alright, let's continue. An incinerator. Apparently they just put this on in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. Or they must burn a lot of stuff. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too?
What is with steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for a steak. Plus, something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
There's a big tube painted here.
Probably because it's Studio 2?
Probably. Though it doesn't look anything like a studio. These look like materials for making a movie set.
They've been sitting here for quite some time.
This might as well be a junkyard. There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty. They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. The trailer door, it's locked. The key is probably in the security guard station. I doubt they'll let us borrow it. So we go through the windows. On a closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. So can we go through the windows? You know, go around, see if there's another another way in on the other side. So they're telling me come back later. Is what I'm getting out of this. So it's impossible, just like that tiny fence in the main entrance. Yeah. Resistance F, hi, welcome. Let's check out the detention center just for the sake of it. Oh, Mr. Wright, thank you for earlier. Not at all, we got lucky to tell the truth.
You can say that again.
Let's not.
So, WB? Do you have any leads that might get us going in the right direction?
Sorry, but no.
Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small.
We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow. Yes. Do fanboys sneak into the studios often? No, not that I know of. The security lady is pretty strict with them. Is she now?
But in today's testimony, didn't she say that they were often hanging around?
Oh, the kids really love the Steel Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess. Was the director present at the morning run-through? Yes, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move.
Why didn't you tell us that before?
Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar. When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see. Whose side is she on?
You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not. He got nothing else to tell me. The mom was going to be arrested for murder and still didn't want to snitch. He's just a good guy, I guess, or he's just a himbo, you know. He might not have thought about it. Unlike that lady who was like, man, I hate my job, I hate my people, so I'm gonna snitch them out. Right? I'm just going around. What to do? What do you think we should do? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on this director and the producer. Alright, then there's no point hanging out here. That's what I'd be saying! Let's go to the studios pronto! Well, she really wants us to go there, huh? But we can't get the keys for now. I found it. What the fuck? Who are you dudes, LaMau? Huh? Wait, you first? Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
Whatevers! Lamers!
Is that how you read that?
How can you not know the great salmonella? I make talent shows! The Steel Samurai, mine, RTFC!
Read the film credits. Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You look so sorry. No, quite alright, really. It's fine, Ralph.
What is it?
You know, on closer inspection.
Hot! Ah!
What is he going on about? Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? Because that costume... Okay. I'm starting to understand what the fuck you guys were saying.
Rock stars? Hey, you're drooling.
Oh, LOL, buffer override. You triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink princess. The sequel to Steel Samurai. Pink princess, warrior of little only Tokyo. Okay, that looks good. I love you. Marlie got me rolled. No. There was a person in the shops wearing nothing but Miku merch. What the heck? You can't escape Miku for that long. You can't escape the merch. Sayora.
Aya-san, welcome!
What's up? We're going through the story. We just found this director guy. I'm very indifferent about him. Hey, Pink Princess?
Why's it gotta be little Oldie Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Oldie Tokyo?
Maya, we really need to talk about cool. You're playing Ark? Well, I hope you're having fun with him. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder? Oh, I know who Jew dudes are. The security lady told Jew about us. That's right. It was a pretty regular day. You know, aside from the murder that happened, we had a run through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trailer. I was so busy I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch. Sad face. A team bonus steak, was it? Yeah, Shack Shorts. I hate missing out on food. What the fuck is he even saying? Nobody in this chat could ever top Manila. Yeah, probably.
Nick, what does suck sores mean?
No idea. Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4 with the producer and some bigwigs from the network. Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30. If he's telling the truth, the meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you. Oh, you mean D was squeeze? She's a genius, mad skilled. All the way scary though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai. I'm also noticing what the fuck is wrong with his hat. Like, is that just... Is this just what happens when Japan and America cross-culturalize and then their caps start looking like that? Or is that his personal style? You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right? Yeah, we were together from noon till 4 p.m. the whole time.
And Silver Knight, thanks for the follow. Thank you.
Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning? Oh, the boss over at the network and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension. Were all of them with you the entire time? Yeah, unfortunately. They're all gray-haired geezers. Sounds like they'd be reliable witnesses. Lab dudes, it's me! Osko! Osko, no! Don't pick up your speaking habits from the guy that everybody in chat seems to hate. No! His hat is on backwards, so that thing sticking up is supposed to be further back. Well, yeah. I'm questioning its entire existence in there. That just looks like it's a fake Japanese old hairstyle. Why is it in there like that? Why is it on the cap design? If you look at the weekend backer, you can see what the sticky is. Yeah, I know what it's meant to be, but it's like, I'm questioning why it's there. Steel Samurai merch, you think so? Maybe. So he's not gonna tell us more. Can I examine him? Not really. Merch, I guess. Well, that's the only... That, or we were going on about how apparently this is set in a weird mix of America and Japan. So I was wondering if the if the Japanese culture has affected America so much that this is now considered normal fashion. But I was just wondering about it. Right, I can present stuff to him. What do you think about this? This is WP, right? How do you know? Well, look, he's obviously dragging his food. Alright, the director would know about the injury. He was there. What about this?
I try not to pay much attention to things that don't interest me. LOL.
Why are you staring at me like that? Also, what do you mean you're not interested in the prop for your own show? Oh, school, you're not just being a little bit cringe, you're being cringe to the cringiest levels you could be. This is absolutely the kind of guy to own all the merch for his own show. And he doesn't want to look at the real prop for his thing? Man. What do you think about this keycard that we stole? I don't think the map is gonna give us any more interesting answers, but we can check, might as well. Alright, well, what about this? Okay. Understood. That's all we could do with him. She's 17, wait a year. I don't think he needs to be waiting at all. I think he can forget about her. She's gonna run. You know what's fucked up? She's a fan of him. He could totally become another criminal in here. If he really, he could do some criminal things if he was smart enough and cunning enough about it. That's more fucked up than these murder cases. Let's not get into that. Let's not think about crimes that have not happened yet. Oh, they let her out. In Western Canada, I heard somewhere it's supposed to be a world where Japanese immigration laws at some point weren't the same as in real life at the time, so a lot of Japanese people moved to LA, I guess. Yeah. Man already decided to base an entire series around her. He's not forgetting her. No. Oh, school. Let's not try to have a cringe contest. I don't want to die from cringe today. Oh. But if I did, somebody could use the dead command, because I don't think anybody has used the dead command since the day that we established that command. So, you know, I'm just bringing that back. We have the dead command in chat in case I die at some point.
You again. How rude, acting like you've seen a ghost.
You certainly got back to your post quickly.
Oh, the police took me away. They did. They pulled out a spare steel samurai costume.
What?
Told me to put it on. Can you imagine?
Oh, that's fun. Sure, dude. Welcome to the chat and the following. Thank you.
How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that?
Well, in the picture, it did not look like it fit the user very well. Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
As soon as they told me there was no way I could wear it, they let me go.
I guess that would rule out her being the murderer. Unless there's a size that fits her. She made her own version that fits her. You know, cosplayers.
Anyway, know this. Whippersnapper, this old lady never forgets a slight or insult. And you won't get away with... You won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed. You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips. Say now. 1, 2, 3.
This lady's too much. Can we? Well, I don't know. About the kid you saw.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down. Nick, look at her eyes. She's serious.
About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
She's definitely losing it. Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras.
Hey, no touching.
Guess I gotta investigate there later. Alright, well... We still want to get the key card, but this lady is now here, so... Am I winning? Hopefully. Welcome, Cassidy. Maybe the kid has showed up, you know? That'd be something. Nope. Also, you guys, I would prefer to keep the chat about things that I can understand, at the very least. I don't know anything about Sonic or whatever the heck you guys are talking about. This is my stream, my chat. If you guys want to talk about off-topic things, you could do them in Twitch Whispers, or you could join my Discord server and talk in a Discord server. Just to keep the chat something that isn't completely outside of what I'm here streaming about. But it's alright. No worries about it. Just if you guys want to, you can take the conversation elsewhere. Like, you guys could tell me where I should go and what I should do. Because the game was again not telling me where to go, what to do. So, If you understood, you would have won the cringe contest, don't worry. Alright. I'm supposed to get inside Studio 2 to investigate, but this lady is here. I don't think mentioning any of these is gonna be of importance to her. Should you look up a guide? If you want to. We'll see. I'll move around a little bit and see what happens. Yeah, I've talked with him too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh! Okay, we found the fanboy. Alright. Alright. Hey! Hey, wait! I bet he came in right through that drain, and I told you guys it was worth opening that.
Hey, kitty out. What's your name, Spot? I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that.
Huh? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult. Maya, don't lose your composure with a kid.
I don't see no adults here. Hippie fashion chick.
Hippie fashion? Nick, I'm being mocked. You're letting kids say that kind of stuff all the time, Maya. Maya being like, hello, fellow kids. She really shy. Got to hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp. I'm pretty mad.
I'm Cody. Cody Hackins.
It's a good thing this guy just told us his name. Thank you.
Call me Kiddio again, I'll cut you down where you stand. Evildoer.
Oh, he's quoting the show, isn't he? So, you're a fan of the Steel Samurai?
How dare you utter that name, evildoer? What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai side.
Ha! 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 You can't fool me!
Okay, then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8? Ha! Easy. Like some fries with that? Not bad, kiddo. Watch it.
What are they doing? So, you heard anything about the incident the other day? Oh, you look so pouty.
You were here, weren't you?
Did you see anything?
He.
Always! The Steel Samurai always wins! Always! Yeah, I saw him! I saw everything!
What?
But no way am I telling you losers!
What? Wait!
Let me go!
Oh. He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when we bumped into his way out.
A bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder?
Found on a table in the employee area. The label reads sleeping pills.
So... Mr. Powers was probably... Well, if there's no crime involved with these, he was probably sleepy enough to just like, maybe he took the sleepy pills because he needed to take a nap really bad and he really, really needed to get the sleep. Or somebody wanted to make sure that he would not wake up from his sleep with the sleepy pills, which I can tell you is bullshit. Well, I've only had melatonin, but if this is melatonin, I would still wake the fuck up if there was enough noise in my apartment, because I have. So, it's maybe something really strong. Let's assume that. Anyway, what was that kid saying?
He saw everything.
Well, now the lady is gonna be busy, so we can get the key.
Huh? Where's that old windbag?
Out of her to leave her post.
Hey!
Nick, that was her.
Stop! Whippersnapper!
Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after the boy.
Natch!
Uh-oh, she tripped. Maya sure looks happy. Didn't you just feel bad for her a little while ago?
Hey, Nick. Now's the chance. Let's check out the guard station.
Good idea.
Oh! This is it, Nick. The trailer key.
The key to the trailer in Studio 2.
We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick?
Alright. Now we be moving.
Boom!
We're making some good progress. Neon Atu! Thanks for the follow! Welcome! Welcome to the Ghost again! Oh, I guess we move. Oh, no, we don't move. We do this. It's not melatonin. Sleeping pills is a fictional generic term for a sleeping aid, so potent, it's basically a... okay, I don't need to say that part aloud. We'll see though. I wonder if the key we bought from the guard station will work. Presumably. I was looking for a raid earlier, but going to bed now. No worries, have a good one, Otto. Get some good sleep. And thanks for the raid, I appreciate it. Raid? Lurk! I appreciate the lurk. Sorry, I'm a little silly. It opened.
Great, let's go, Nick.
She seems eager all of a sudden.
Well, you first, Nick.
Oh, not that eager. Oh, I see. Lady. Ah! Someone's in here.
Names.
Oh, our names? We're WP's lawyers and I see. And who am I, you?
D was Quez, the producer.
D was Quez. She was quite beautiful. Let's look around first. The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This fall into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like it's winter's coming. Looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set cost. Can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Yeah. Another old movie poster, The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god, that movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing samurai stars. What's next? Ninja Ballet. Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse. An old movie poster. Dynamite, 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 ninja samurai. That's not the lyrics. Starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Anything in the trash can? Nothing in here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. Whoopsie. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Do-do-do-do-do. Think we're good? Let me get some water. It's a mononym. Hi, welcome. We're doing pretty good. Currently going through the story, seeing how far we can possibly go. Let's talk with the producer. Or was she the producer? I forgot. Yeah, she's the producer. That's right. I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez? Script. Excuse me. Script. I'm looking for a script. A script. Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it. Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder? I need to read it. We're getting nowhere fast. It's my first time seeing this game. How would you explain it in 3 words? Silly! Attorney! Does. He does things. Awesome courtroom drama, that's another way to put it. We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai. Miss Vasquez. It's on TV every week. That's all I have to tell you. That's all I have to say about that. Nick, she's telling us to go watch TV. That's nerve of her. Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director, Salmonella, was it? What exactly is his role here? Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else. Nick, are all people in the entertainment business this weird? Oh, Maya, baby girl, don't lose your dreams. No, her pure innocent heart. No. It's starting to look like it. Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there somewhere else we have to check? Yeah? Wait. It's a mononym. Thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Yes? If you see Manila, give him this. Oh, why do we have to do your errands? I don't think I like her. Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright. We'll give it to him if we see him. Well, the memo reads, bring me the script for episode 13. You're a defense attorney and you gotta prove your client's not guilty of the crimes they're being accused of. It's cooler than it sounds. Just call you Mono? Okay, gotcha. I'll keep that in mind. If I can remember. Well, I guess we're gonna go find that guy. Ooh. Well, the last time we saw him, he was around in the dressing room. Well, would you look at that? Here, I got this from the producer.
Ah, we're in the script for episode 13.
Episode 13. Where did I put that one? I must have left this somewhere. Uh-oh. Oh, my ass is pound if I don't find it. Nick, it might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been. I agree. Damn, so we did this for nothing. Was seeing any papers around on the table? There's a bunch of snacks on the table. Oh, he ate the snacks? Have I thought about voice acting? I don't really have time for it, really. I have too many hobbies already, I think. But if I was ever asked to do some kind of thing, a little project with like people that I know, I wouldn't be against it. If you think a game about lawyers would be boring, just know that courtroom drama couldn't get any cooler than Ace Attorney. I believe it. I believe it.
I eat them. They were past their expiration date anyway, you old fool.
She's biting her lip and staring at me with tears rolling in her eyes. Oh boy. Well, I'm not seeing any papers in here. So, we look through everywhere that we possibly can for papers. Not seeing any papers anywhere around. No papers around, no papers around. It would be something that we can just see, right? I remember getting stuck in this part when I first played this game like 13 years ago or so. Okay, if it's that difficult, unless you were a kid and you were dumb, feel free to give me hints if I don't find it. We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find out what we need and get out of here quick, Nick. Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. The director? Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere? Aha! Found it, Nick! The script! Good work. Script placed in pocket. Alright, now we can go to the producer. Yeah, you were very dumb, I suppose. Not to, well, kids are dumb. Here, we found it. Your script. You're not gonna talk to us? Quiet. I'm reading. Just you hold on. What's the big idea? Who do you think you're anyway? And do you even know what we are? Powers lawyers? Right. Am I a suspect? No, it's just, well, no, but yes, she is. You wanted to know about the day of the murder? Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help. Why is it hot? I'm melting. Oh, I feel you. Try to remember to drink. And don't be in the sunlight if you can. I must have not been paying attention at all during this back then. Because I kept talking to characters and examining stuff like, what was I supposed to do again? Yeah, likely. You know there was a meeting here at noon. Yes, with the director and the people from the network. Correct. Now, listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio One. It was impossible for us to leave.
Impossible? Why?
The path was blocked.
The path. Does he want me to present this? I guess so.
I'm not interested.
What am I supposed to show here? I guess I'll go through everything. Huh? Why did it force me to present something to her? Huh? Huh? I did not touch my keyboard, you guys. Oh, maybe I did this. And then I clicked at the worst timing. Probably. Okay, my bad. Never mind.
On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked? You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct?
Mr. Monkey?
The monkey with the broken head.
Oh, right. That.
Its head fell off. Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. They didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked.
Kappas?
Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared. Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus none of us could have gone to Studio One.
What?
It's true. Crane came over just after 3 to move over the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they corroborate my story.
But wait, what if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio One. 2:30.
2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come.
Relatable, but some of them, it's even like that for each individual game. They don't help us much with each other.
Yeah. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time. In ooks.
In ooks.
1 ook per hour. Ook. Always with the ooking.
It is a monkey after all.
Check its head. The clock inside stopped when it broke.
Nick, it stopped at 2:15. 2:15.
That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4.
Okay, now how much do we trust Detective Gumshoe's time of death assumptions? It's 15 minutes. Surely they could have gotten the time of death wrong by 15 minutes. Surely. Cappy say, I don't know what it means. The last time I'm just like, that's a word I don't know, so I'm just gonna read it and move on.
Therefore, we're innocent.
Mr. Hammer died in Studio One at 2:30.
Say goodbye. What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP could have killed Hammer.
It's over. We're finished. It sure doesn't look good.
Guess we should head back
To the office and plan our strategy. Well, to the office we go then. No, but the kid told us that the kid knows what the kid did. I want to hear what the kid has to say. No, the kid. Is the kid in the employee area? Please tell me he is. Ugh, he's not. Alright, well... I guess we go to the offices. Boo, 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 boo. Capiche? You understand? Get it?
I see. Thank you. No, we're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. Things are looking pretty grim. Who's this? Could it be Edgeworth? I don't know. I'm guessing it's Edgeworth, but it's probably not, so. It's a little early for giving up, don't you think? Huh? You've got one lead. Oh, never mind, it's this lady. But Mia, it's you! Can this lady stop coming back from the dead? What took you so long? Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble. Right. Oh wait, I guess that means we're really in trouble. I'd say so. What did you mean? We have one lead. The boy, of course. Well, that's what I said!
Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything.
What?
But no way am I gonna tell you losers.
I don't know. He didn't sound like he was gonna help us at all. I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side. Either way, we should go back into the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix. Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before. The game is making me do extra steps when I already knew what to do. She looks exhausted. Ah! 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 What's wrong? Whippersnapper. She's been chasing that boy this whole time. When I catch him, Sounds like she hasn't had any luck catching him. I got a hostage now, whippersnapper. A hostage? What do you mean? Is she warming up her vocal cords? Well, that's a weird routine to do vocal warm-ups to. What happened to the boy? If I see him again, I'll lay him flat. My, what a violent old lady. Actually, I met with the director just now. My heart. I don't feel so good. Is she okay? Before I go, I'd like to visit the place where the poor hammer died. Right, she was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died? Why? What's this about a hostage? That boy was running away. He dropped this and ran. He'll come back. For this one. It's kind of hard to understand her with all that huffing and puffing. Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we gave him that. Good idea.
No! I'm catching that bride if it's the last thing I do.
Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with her? A trade? I wonder. Do I? Hey, you want your keys back? Probably not. Hey, you wanna have, do you need this picture? No. And this one's not the actual head. Want some sleeping pills? Hey, wanna get some sleeping pills? They'll, help you get out of this world a little faster, I'm sure. You know, since you're so done with life. She's too busy getting her breath to tell me anything. Buy a Torny's badge. I don't think she's gonna get want the key cards and stuff, because like if I gave her those, I can't go around anymore. At best, she's gonna be mad at me. So we're probably gonna find something else. Hmm. Hey! Hey you! Wait a second. Phoenix, was that the boy? Yeah, his name is Cody Hackins. I think he ran into the dressing room. Ooh, he's quartered now! He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you! Damn it, he's getting away. Come back! There, he's back.
Howdy, shoot.
Hey there, would you mind helping us out? Please?
I'm Cody.
Hello, Cody. I'm Mia Faye. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
And I'm Phoenix Wright.
Who asked?
Phoenix, you can take it from here. When the kid clearly liked you more. Sure, Mia, sure. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. Wrong. The Steel Samurai is so cool. I think he's the bomb.
Ha! What would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai?
Hey, what's that attitude? Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid.
Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid.
Bro looked everywhere but couldn't find who asked. Damn. So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please?
I don't know nothing.
Looks like a little persuasion is necessary. Maybe a bribe? So I need to bribe both characters. Can I, like, steal something from here? The snacks? Sure, the lady's gonna want snacks. There's a box of snacks on the table and some cans of soda. They're all empty. I'm glad Maya isn't here to see this. She'd be devastated. Sorry, what was that about Maya? Oh, nothing. Or not. The big.
You don't know Samurai Boogie Woogie. You're even lamer than I thought.
What does everybody but me know about the show? Mr. Power's bag. Now Phoenix is not polite to look through other people's belongings. Hey, don't look at me. Tell that to your sister. What are we gonna bribe the lady with? Mia hasn't eaten anything since she died. True. Where do we get donuts, you guys? Where do we get donuts? Is donuts the answer? Do I need to go find donuts? Or maybe we get snacks from the machine, actually. That's an option. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Look at this. Spaghetti in a soda can? Spaghetti? Wouldn't just the sauce come out and the noodles all stay stuck inside? Best one slammed. I guess they want you to drink it in one gulp. Slamming spaghetti, right. I'm not hungry per se, but I'd like to be done with this part sooner. The doors to our dressing room. Bikes. It makes it a lot easier to go up hills. Where have I heard that before? So nothing over here. Do you really think I need to give the keys back to the lady? I'll try it. Hey, that's a card. Studio 1. Right, a card key to Studio 1. I could visit poor Hammer. Oh, she doesn't have her own keys? What is this logic? She's the security guard. She should have all the keys. Man. I like to visit. He died. How is his plan? You don't have your own cards, Miss Oldbag. Studio 1 isn't my turf.
You let me borrow it then.
If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to go into Studio 1. Well, I'll give it to her. Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag.
Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to a whippersnapper. You take this and we're even. Deal?
What's this? Steel Samurai trading card.
That sneaky kid dropped it. I figure it's pretty important to him though.
Thank you. I may have to have a use for this.
Right, I'm off.
There she goes, hobbling off to the station. You know, if she was the murderer, you know, is it wise to let her back into the murder scene? I don't know. I don't know. Wait, employee area. Cody, does this look familiar?
Hey, my UR.
You are, huh? Oh, Phoenix, you're too boomer for this.
UR, you know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
I'll give you this. If you help me.
But that's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're in effect skewing the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
What do they teach these kids in school these days? Quantum physics?
Whatever. I don't need that card.
Huh?
I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours.
What? After I went through all that trouble?
If you want to trade, find me a really rare card.
Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare?
Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb!
Premium rare. Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks? Can I talk to Maya? She surely has her own collection. Man. I'll try going back to the offices to get the card. No, you don't have a card. You don't have the card. I wanna talk to Maya. Taking a swim in a stillwater lake was pretty cool in the physical sense. How? That sounds cool, but how is it different from a regular lake? I don't think I'm aware. I'm stretching. Where do we find a card rarer than what we got already? Okay, maybe we examine Maya's desk and it's there. Mia, no, it's Maya's. Oh, it's yours. My bad. Well, maybe the guy has a card rare. Okay, I think this is it. No, rivers or streams going in or flowing out of it. I think that's still what I meant. All right. How does that affect the swimming experience? How does it make it different? Is it more stuffy or something? I guess Mr. Powers isn't questioning. Oh well. Let's try again another day, Phoenix. Where do I find a card more rare? In here? No. Where do I find a rare card? Man. It doesn't make it different. I just mean that it's starting to be cool in the sense that it's awesome. Ah, it's been raining a bit in the past few days. Right, right. That is cool in that case. Okay, maybe? Oh, hi. Hello, what brings you here? Oh, well, I have to arrange some stuff. Yes? The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before? Nope, she's the same as always. Same as always. Okay, whatever you say. Hey, you got any rare cards? She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fist back at the guard station. Popularity had been waning recently. After what happened? You mean you don't know about Hammer? No, what? I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. What happened? Wait, now you have to tell me. What happened with Hammer? I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you. Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here? There wouldn't happen to be any rare cards laying around. Why can't I look at these again? Why? It's so we could get interactions with her. Okay, whatever. So now we gotta go find out what's up with someone else. Maybe the producer if he's in the room. I wish there was an easier way to move across places so I didn't have to read the names. Like, I wish I could just have a map open and just click on the place that I want to go. Every time I have to read these, I lose a little bit of myself. No, he's here. The navigation system in this trilogy do be kind of rough. Yeah. Welcome Apollo, by the way. It's just a little bit of a quality of life issue. Like, it's not a big deal in the end. It just, life would just be a little better if we had a way. You know? Man. I'm not finding any people to talk to. And I can't go inside Studio One. Hope the stream is going well so far. Thank you, it is. I'm a little stuck right now, though. I'm either trying to get a premium rare card, or I'm trying to find out what happened with Hammers. And I don't know where to go with either one of that. They were originally Game Boy Advanced. Yeah, but couldn't they have figured out a map menu? I don't think it's a system limitation to have a screen that would have a map similar to what they have in Oracle of Ages, you know. I'm pretty sure I tried that. Yeah, and the kid was like, "No, you need to give me a premium rare card instead." And I'm pretty sure that was what happened. Fortunately, they fixed the move functions videos games. Not the kid? Well, who else would have it? I can't even talk to it. Well, the lady, I guess. I guess. She's the only one here. I can try it.
Yeah, I found her. Do you know anything about this? Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. Alright, awesome. I'm one card away from a complete set. So it's not this card. Yeah, a set of one of each card. Huh. Wait. That's it? That's the card I need? You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you might think I am. I need that card. Please, I beg you, please trade with me. Trade with you? Yes, trade cards. Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card. Premium, huh? Yes, it's a good deal for your ultra rare. Please. Phoenix, can't you see she's desperate? What's everybody getting so excited about? Trade! Okay. Really? Thanks. Then this is for you.
Woo! URP card.
Yo!
And there she goes.
Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
That's so convenient that we can just do that. Alright, moving around again. I'm just learning the placements at this point. I'm not reading anything anymore. Hey kiddo, we got you a card. See this card?
Yeah, so... Wait, that's it. That's the last ultra rare premium card I need!
These are too big of... These coincidences are too fucking big.
Come on, give it to me, please. You gotta give it to me.
Right, okay. How about a trade?
You're on. I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot.
No, not that kind of trade. I don't want cards. I want information.
Huh? You sure? Fine by me.
We gave it to her before he gave the information! I would not have trusted the kid.
If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow.
Alright.
You were here on the day of the incident, right? Yeah. Did you see anything unusual? Cody? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too. I saw everything.
Well, we might get some useful information out of him. Yeah. So, you like the Steel Samurai?
He's so cool.
I guess.
You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at these actions, at his life.
I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler.
You like him too, don't you?
Oh me? Yeah. I love the Steel Samurai.
So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is.
Yeah, I totally love him.
Well, I don't know how well he fights. I don't know about his nature. But I do know that willpower does do acting for him. So let's try that.
Well, I've never even seen a full episode of that dumb show.
Actually, I'm kind of a fan of willpowers. Wow, that's totally hardcore.
You're calling me hardcore?
So what else do you like about him? Don't tell me we have to keep this act up. So tell me what your favorite thing it is.
Okay, we gotta keep going. Right. I really like his kind nature. What a guy.
Totally. He looks so tough, but inside he's a gentle as a kitten.
Yeah.
So what else do you like?
Gotta think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes.
Yeah, whoosha! The Steel Samurai always wins, always. Check this out, it's my fan album.
Oh, what the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai.
I got to every live performance.
Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public.
I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands in the final blow. Whoosum! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera.
Oh, did you take a picture of the murderer, Cody, dear? Cody. Surely you were smart enough to do that. Wow, that's very impressive. The newest model, is it?
You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it?
The Steel Samurai?
Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I took these with a digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one.
Well, then I'm happy to accept it. Thank you. Okay. He never misses a shot. Apparently. What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What did you see on the day of the incident?
I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so that the old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost though. I was in there for maybe half an hour or so.
2:30.
Then I finally got to the studio. After that...
What is it, Cody?
Ooh! The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy! He used his samurai spear, just like always. One shot, one kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that. No, Cody, you should have followed the guy and taken a picture.
I see. It must have been hard for you.
Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart.
Alright. Mia?
Yes?
I think we can say for sure this means that the Steel Samurai did it. True enough. And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him.
Indeed.
So... the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers. I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure. Let's not call him then. I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone.
Not so fast, Paul.
Oh, him. oh no. Oh, when is Gumshoe gonna be fun? When is he gonna do things that I benefit from? Why do you guys love him? He's only ever interrupted me and be in my way. I heard everything. This boy here's a key witness, and he's under police protection starting now. Come on, son. You've got a rendezvous with me down at the precinct.
No, I ain't going. Wah!
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for Gumshoe. That didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court. What are we gonna do, Mia? Well, I really need to be going. Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine. Whoa. Come to the trial tomorrow, please. I need you there. Phoenix, can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent? Do I? That's a good question. My notifications are being spammed by my boyfriend. Okay, he stopped, thank God. Sorry. He was being annoying for a moment. He still fully believes Maya and Larry were guilty. Yeah. I guess I would have to believe, but I don't fucking know who else it could be. Of course he is. That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then. Great. Thanks, Mia. See you soon. To be continued. Woo! I think that might be a good spot to end it here today. Considering that it's been 3.5 hours and it's getting pretty late and my voice is kind of starting to sound like I've spent too much time speaking. So, Apollo, thank you so much for the follow. We will be continuing this next week, someday next week. As usual, follow my Twitter, check out the Discord, offline Twitch images for whenever I'm live, so you'll know for sure. Alright, let's move over here. And we can listen to some of that. It's also nighttime by now. So just chill after stream chilling. Got a lot of guilty until proven innocent. Yeah. How dare you defend yourself? The police worked so hard to catch you. You just roll over and accept the verdict, criminal scum. No. But yeah. Tomorrow I won't be streaming. I'll be back on Thursday for a brief stream of Ring Fit Adventure. That one's not gonna be a longer stream than about an hour. I can sort of tell already. Hour and a half maybe. It's gonna be a shorter stream, so be there. It'll be done in 3D, so... Well, I'll see if I can set up some new 3D things for it to see if I can make it even better than some of the Wii Sports stuff that I've had. So that's gonna be fun on Thursday. Starting 1 hour later than we started today. And then on Friday, I'm also not live, but Saturday, Sunday, I'll be here for a little bit of an endurance, trying to reach 999 on Splatoon's Salmon Run Golden Rotation. So, Saturday, Sunday, it's gonna be a long streams on that. Would you say that game fits your schedule like a ring? No, cause I'm only doing it because I made it a subathon reward. That's the only reason it's happening. If things go wrong, I'm not even gonna archive it later on. So, but I would like to, because I'm never gonna do it again. So, you know, gotta save the one time that I did it, right? They're gonna have to spice things up later games to reflect the state of the ecosystem again. Interesting. I'll see if I ever get there. I'd like to. It's just a lot of reading, so it takes a bit to stream the games, but I'm here to get them done. All right. We should raid somebody, but the only people live are there's only really people who I've raided sort of recently, I think. So, would you guys happen to have raid suggestions? Anybody currently live that you would be thinking about watching anyway? Preferably a VTuber with less than 70 viewers. Yeah, 70. I guess we can go up to 100 if you guys don't find anybody else, but... You got one? Alright. Sounds good. Macross, so true. View count has gone up from 50. Yeah, I'm feeling a little confident since I'm like averaging 30 viewers nowadays. I feel like, okay, well I can go a little above 50 now. Because 30 is already half of 50, right? So, over half of 50. So it feels okay to raid into somebody with like 70. Character growth, yeah! Slowly. Streamer growth, I would say. Ani V2. Alright. You'll be going to bed soon after the raid. I'm gonna probably do the same, honestly. So, no shame in that at all. No shame. Mature rated game, alright, we're fine with that, I think. Mature rated? And it looks really cartoonish. What is this game? Thank goodness you're here. I don't think I've heard of this game, but sure. Let's go ahead and rate them. And I am going to be getting some rest, some food, that sort of stuff. And yeah. Who did something? Nats, who is here? Thank you so much for the follow. Hello, we're unfortunately ending the stream here, but welcome. So glad to see that you made it, even if it's the last second. Yeah, typically the first person to give a name for who we raid will be the person who I raid. So you gotta be faster next time. Remember, Clash Blaster is the worst. Thank you for reminding me. It's the worst thing out there. Yes, but. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining. If you're new here, remember to drop a follow, check out my other socials, and yeah, I'll see you guys on Thursday for Ring Fit. And Ravali, yeah, fuck ravioli. Fuck them all. Yeah. I suppose that's it. Yeah, I'll be seeing you guys later on, so thank you so much. I'm the ghosty. You are the ghosty too. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll see you guys later. All right, thank you and bye bye.